Hello everyone, welcome to our video class section of plus 2 biology. Here I am discussing the chapter reproduction in organism. I think most of all the portions that we have discussed and the type of questions, MCQ, board questions, previous year's board question, all the questions that we have discussed. Today I want to wind up this chapter, so I give a brief description of this chapter. So the reproduction is two types, sexual reproduction and the sexual reproduction. Reproduction means continuity of generation occurs only through the reproduction. Reproduction is a biological process. Okay, so in case of a sexual reproduction, a single parent is required. There is no fusion of the gametes occurs in the type of asexual reproduction. Asexual reproductions are classified into different types: fission, fragmentation, budding, vegetative propagation, regeneration, spore formation. That are all the example for the asexual reproduction. Fission means the division of the body. Fragmentation means the body get divided into different fragments, and each fragment have the ability to produce the lost part. And budding means the new outgrowth. A new outgrowth is arrested from the body, and the outgrowth reaches maturity, detached from the parent mother cell and lead a separate life. This type of budding occurs in yeast and hydra. Then next is regeneration. Regeneration occurs in planaria, and the spore formation. Spore formation occurs in the fungus and also in the amoeba. In the case of favorable condition in amoeba, the seed formation is the spore formation is occurring. Amoeba undergone encystation by withdrawing pseudopodia. Okay, then the type of vegetative propagation that we have discussed. I think now you are clearly understood what are the different types of vegetative reproduction. Vegetative reproductions are different types. Rhizome, example. All the examples are very important. Rhizome, ginger, turmeric, tuber, potato, bulb, onion, garlic, runner type, grass and wild strawberry, offset type, eichhornia or pistia, sucker type, chrysanthemum, banana, pineapple. That are seen in the sucker type of vegetative propagation. And bulbils, example, agave, leaf buds. Leaf buds example, Triofilament, Kalanchoe. Kalanchoe, K-A-L-A-N-C-H-O-E. Kalanchoe is an example for the leaf buds type of vegetative propagation. Okay, so these are different pictures of the. Then this is a gemmules. Gemmules seen in sponges. In case of sponges, the vegetative reproduction method is gemmules. Okay, so this gemmule have the ability to the cells in the gemmules are totipotent. The totipotent cells present in the gemmules are known as archaeocytes. Okay, that all we discussed. There is a type of zoospores and conidiophores. Zoospores are motile and the conidiophores are non-motile. Non-motile means they can't move from because they have no flagella. Then we discuss different types of vegetative propagation method, and these are the example for that. Then the artificial type of vegetative reproduction includes cutting, layering, grafting and micropropagation. Micropropagation means tissue culture is a part of the micropropagation. At a limited time we get this copy of the organism. Okay, that means the clones of the organism that we are getting in a limited period of time. That is micropropagation. Then we discuss about sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction, the part of sexual reproduction is gametes formation, fertilization, and sexual reproduction organism having mainly two phases: juvenile phase and the reproductive phase, and then goes to the senescence phase. Juvenile phase is the growth phase and vegetative phase. Otherwise, juvenile phase is known as vegetative phase. Then sexual reproduction organism exhibit two type of reproduction: oviparous and the viviparous. Oviparous means egg laying, and viviparous means giving birth to the young ones, and they exhibit seasonal change of sexual cycle or the seasonal change in their sexual cycle. That we discussed that the estrous cycle and the menstrual cycle. Okay, then the organisms are dioecious, monoecious, bisexual, unisexual, like that. The organism in some organism both the male and female gametes means reproductive structures are seen in the same organism. Okay, but in other organism they are seen in different organisms. So bisexual as well as unisexual plants are common, and then the homothallic and monoecious are used to express bisexual condition. Okay, then we discussed about the fertilization changes. The fertilization changes, before fertilization so many changes that takes place in the body. That is known as pre-fertilization event. Pre-fertilization events means gametogenesis, homogametes. Formation of gametes is gametogenesis. The gametes are either homogametes or heterogametes. Homogametes means if the gametes, all the gametes produced are in similar shape and structure, that is known as homogamete, and it is different, that is known as heterogametes. Then bisexual, unisexual, monoecious, dioecious. Then the gamete transfer is the gamete. For the process of gamete transfer, the organisms require some medium. In case of external fertilization, the medium is always the water. water. The fertilization is two types: external fertilization and the internal fertilization. External fertilization means the process take place outside the body, and internal fertilization, the process take place inside the female body. Then fertilization is the picture of the fertilization of homogametic condition. That means all the gametes are the same one. So the male and female gamete fuses and they form the zygote. Then there are some divisions, so cell divisions takes place in the zygote and it creates a new individual. Okay, then the next is the post-fertilization event. Post-fertilization event means the formation of zygote, embryogenesis, embryonic sac, calcareous cell, ovule, seed, ovary, pericarp. All these formations are the steps in post-fertilization events in different organs. Zygote is the gametes fuse together and they form the zygote. Then zygote changes into embryo. When it changes into embryo, different types of changes are taking place in zygote. Okay, cell division and cell division differentiation will take place. In case of the vertebrates embryo, the covered by embryonic sac. This embryonic sac gives protection to the organs. The embryonic sac made up of amnion, chorion, allantoin. Okay. And in case of oviparous animal, the embryo is covered by a calcareous shell. The calcareous shell protect the organs. The next, in case of angiosperm, ovule formation, from the ovule the seeds are forming, then ovary make the pericarp. Okay, all these are the features, or all these are the main important of this chapter that we have discussed here. I hope all you can understand all the topics that I have discussed. So, thank you.